Okay, hello everyone. Seems like we're up and running. We had some technical issues. We've had to run the game from backups and things after a DM decided to do some testing in the week of version 11, and then promptly put it all back to where it should be. So yes, we're there. We're getting things in order as need be. I'm going to run this sort of intro sequence here, and then we will be away. Not all evil that is to be feared in this world originated in the Lost Lands or by Murgle's treachery. Some foulness arose out of Grimere itself. Whether the Ironheart trees that grew in the most isolated stretches of the world emerged first, or the witches that tend to them, no one knows for certain. All that is told is that these women in the woods predate the Witch King himself. Many speculate that these witches themselves were once Hadolra, who strayed from their natural ways. They are called many things by the Raiders and by the Bendor. The Red Women, the Face Takers, the Huntresses. But for all the stories of them, there are few actual moments in history when they have actually appeared. Most of their existence is couched behind vagaries and superstitions. A village found abandoned might be said to be the victim of one of the witch hunts, when some of the women would transform into vile beasts and others ride them through the forests. A child goes missing and emerges years later with no memory of his past. It gets blamed on the witches. Every sickness, every flood, every lethal storm, the same. And so the raiders root out witches. Even the mere shreds of evidence is enough, and they cut down the Ironheart trees whenever they find them. Previously on Raiders of the Serpent Seas, the party finds themselves in the backwater town of Nowhere, where they explored and met some interesting characters, including a tiefling who seems burdened with strange dreams. They also learned that there are 3 ships and captains in town that they could potentially acquire, but at a steep cost. In an attempt to get a ship from themselves, they've come up with a plan that they could try and goad one of the ship captains into betting their ship in a wager or fight. Later they received a second rune reading from the seer in town, which has led to some pressing information about the individuals involved in the destruction of Frida's raider family. Will the party be able to acquire a ship and continue on with their journey? It's time to find out. Alright everyone, we are back in the tavern from last time. We are here and we are dealing with things in the eye of the storm. There's been some fights, you've been having some drinks, but you've got some pressing parts and info from last time that you're dealing with. But as we left things, it was kind of getting to the point where you guys were trying to work out your next steps here in acquiring a ship. As far as we're aware, you know there are a few different captains around that are certainly people to be looking out for as time goes on. You're also aware that there is a festival coming up in the next day or so. That's usually a good chance for drinking and for possibly challenging certain ship captains to things if you can find out enough information to sort of goad them into what's going on. But I suppose the first things first is a sort of as you're all sort of back here and you're dealing with things as it starts off, is there any sort of particular things that we need to cover or remind you of, seeing as it has been a few weeks since our last play, I suppose is the question.
Well, we know that Seb just decked a guy over here.
He did, yeah. He's was cleanly put out, and so a few of his colleagues have been dragging him out. I believe that they were part of one of the crews. They've been saying some bad stuff about one of the other crews, as far as I believe. I believe Scooty's team were the ones that Baldur came in on the side of, and I think Had and the Raven ship were the ones that, or maybe that it was Lurks, I can't remember, one of the two. I think it might have been Had, was his group are basically taking away their one. So yeah, Baldur has kind of befriended some of Scooty's crew would be the best way. Enough that, he's had a few drinks with them, bought them some options, and, conversed for the evening. Enough to get a little bit of sense of the captain, and, if he needs to entertain getting conversations with them at some point, it might definitely be true.
The other guy also called me small, so he did kind of...
He did, but he took on a monk, so that was his life choices.
However, like in the aftermath, like Baldur is kind of like staring at like his, let's say, bloodied fists, and
we're not with his blood, but with the other guys, certainly.
Yeah, a little bit like quiet for a second, while probably some people cheer him on, like probably the people that like...
Oh yeah, definitely. I think the guys that are around on the table with you are sort of clapping you on the back and things like that. There are some horribly disdaining stares from across the bar from obviously your brother from on the other side of the bar would probably definitely be true. But yeah, there's a sort of ruckus and roar, and people are sort of congratulating you, Baldur, for that, and sort of offering you another mug of mead and a few other things like that as this is all going on. As Frida and a few of the others are quietly sort of sitting around.
How does Hrolf react to this?
He sort of raises his mead mug to him on that one and said, "That's about the apart from that and a crocodile, that's about the most I've seen from him. It's good to see he's coming out of his shell."
It's nice to see that he is at least capable in the right circumstances.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll see more from him over time. They're a strange family, those two, as he sort of looks over at Baldur on one side and then Hodor on the other on that one. Never quite figured out that family dynamic.
They are quite opposite.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of like their parents, I guess, in some ways. They were good people.
I did not know their parents, so I can't speak to that. Were they also small and big and slightly gaunt and loud, and like she's basically just going back and forth saying like things that are opposite of the other?
They were very different people. I see familiarities in both of them. Although I don't think either of them were as shall we say, withered as Hodor is. He seems very very pale, very thin.
Yes. Do you know if their parents were capable raiders?
Oh,
Perhaps
definitely.
That will
present
themselves.
Yeah, that's okay. From Baldur and from Hodor, which one of your parents would be the sort of the raider, the classic raider? Do you think out of the two of the parents on that front from bits in the backstory?
I think we said the mother was more raidery.
Oh, okay.
The mother was the asshole that raised me. That's basically
Fair enough. Yeah, I remember their mother a long time ago. She was fierce, strong-willed, and she was capable. She was in the running to be one of the Jarls at one point back in the day. They were a prominent family, definitely.
Well, perhaps their service to the... Oh, it's been 3 weeks. James, help.
Service to...
the people that we're trying to get back to help.
The Volve.
Thank you.
That's okay.
Thank you.
We're all going to be doing a bit of that tonight. 3 weeks later.
Well, perhaps their service to the Volve will help them regain their standing within their clan.
Yeah, I heard strange stories about what went down at the time. It's strange that their family lost so much so quickly. But maybe these two will pull things back up. And yes, doing service for the Volve will always keep them in good stead.
All the more reason to return to them quickly.
Yeah, we've got a few things we have to figure out. We have to find a ship, obviously, or convince someone on that one. We're going to need a banner. I'm still angry about the loss of the banner on the ship. Without that, we'll get attacked by everyone and anyone out on the seas. We'll have to make way to the nearest, proper port. I can't call nowhere a proper port, but a proper port, and try and get a banner of the Volve. It's the only thing that's going to get us across the seas in the long run. And then it's finding the drift hole on the Volve in the first place. Now they've set sail and they're out on the sea. It's finding them. Well, that's going to take us a while, but with this little girl in tow and all that's going on, we need to act fairly swiftly and figure this out. But one step at a time.
Where is the child?
Last night I saw she was outside with Blythe, I believe, but she and that dog of his, or I think that's what he calls it, or wolf. It's they're almost inseparable already. It might be worth going to check on them.
As soon as he says that, Ziza will stand up and go to check on them.
No problem. As she's moving out there, as this is all sort of going on in the moment, Blythe, what would he be up to outside with his wolf and child kind of in tow at the moment?
His child.
Kind of by default right now. Yes, that you have dog and child in tow. It certainly seems to be a thing.
Just generally making chit chat. I think what was your home life like back where you were from? How was it?
Pretty good. I mean, my not my parents, I suppose. They're my grandparents that sort of look after me. That life's pretty good. Yeah, it's a big place. Lots of people come and go. Strange folks. Kind of different from here. It's a big sort of place, big city. Lots of people. Lots going on. A bit different from here, definitely. It's certainly taking a bit of getting used to. Can I? I know this dog is yours, but I might be small enough. Do you think with that sort of harness and neck thing that's going on, I might be able to sort of ride this one?
Well, of course. She is bred for riding, so.
Really?
While she's still quite small like this, I don't see any issue. I am hoping that when she grows a bit larger, that I can ride her myself.
She's gonna get bigger.
Oh yeah, Idwin is just a pup. She's gonna get much bigger.
And she's sort of giving scritches and everything. And yes, basically, Owen is absolutely loving the attention. Would be the best way of it. I was never allowed a dog.
You had these a lot where you were from.
In different colours and patterns. Yeah. I mean, this is more longer snout than I'm used to. But yes, very very nice. And this is as this is going on, and Zisa, as you're sort of walking up, this is kind of what's going on the outside. Is they're having this sort of conversation as you're walking up, and the little one sort of notices you as you sort of move closer, and she sort of asks, "How's things going in the tavern?" She's sort of like, "I'm assuming that's what this is."
Well, Balder bludgeoned somebody to unconsciousness.
Oh, okay. That sounds about right for a tavern. That's where people go to fight. I was told you never go to one of these places.
You go to a tavern to drink and find entertainment. Some find entertainment with their fists.
My grandparents said it was always going to be about fights there. I don't know. Yeah. But
that is one part of it. I believe that your grandparents may have been biased towards your safety. Though it is nice to know that Balder can take care of himself and is capable of combat, though he does not display the talent on a regular basis.
Well, maybe he just needed to, have some drinks. My grandpa was kind of a bit more upbeat when he had something.
I turn to Blythe and I say, He reacted violently, being called short. Perhaps that's what we need to do the next time we find ourselves in combat.
But he is rather short.
He is. But he seems to not be pleased by that.
You think that we should call him short when we're in battle so it riles him up?
I think that we need to make him more useful in fights.
He's a
So-
terrible warrior, correct?
Just something to think on. Is the child well?
I believe so.
She sort of nods. Yes, yes. I can ride this wolf or this dog.
We're with training now.
Oh, she's you sort of like she sees like the slightly dishevelled, slightly disheartened by that in the moment on that one.
If every what's my last name again? Gundalf just jumped on a wolf as soon as they saw it, we wouldn't have any Gundalfs left.
No, I'll get there. I'm sure I can figure it out. And she sort of like smiles back as this is all going on. Meanwhile, as that's going on there for 2 seconds, we'll pan back into the bar as this is all going on. Frida, you've been obviously fairly quiet as this has all been sort of going on. I imagine she's been very, should we say, thinking on things as this is all going on. I don't know if Hodor or any of the others notice that this is sort of going on in the moments as this is going on, but Harolf sort of does make his way over a little bit as this is all going on, and sort of does come and sort of check on you as he's looking around, and he says, "You're doing all right, Frida. You've been very quiet since everything went down earlier on."
Well, it's a yes and a no. It's nice to know I'm one step closer to finding my homeland, but it's disheartening to know that he didn't have any real information about my family, unfortunately.
Seers are funny things. Knowing the future is a strange thing. It seems like they all talk in riddles and half-seen things. I don't think they actually know what they've seen. They only have glimpses, It's not... They don't have the whole picture. They never do.
Well, working with the Volve, I kind of know that they aren't very helpful when they need to be. Sometimes they do talk in riddles, and they don't exactly give much hint to what you need.
No, that's definitely true. Did I tell you how I lost my eye?
I don't believe you did. I would love to hear the story.
I basically went to the Well of Dreams a long, long time ago. I wanted to have what the Volve have. Visions of what I needed to do, where I wanted to be. I couldn't figure it out, what was needed, until I eventually they came to me and told me I had to make a sacrifice of some description. And the thing I thought of was, well, it was good enough for Alderheim, it's good enough for me. I took my own eye out in that well. And I felt like a fool for quite a while afterwards, because I didn't feel like anything happened. But I do have some gift, like they do now. Not as powerful, not as strong, but I do see some things before they happen.
Is that how you were able to move so fast on the boat and save?
Kind of. It's not that I can move fast. I just know where to be sometimes. It's a gift. I'll take that, but it's not. None of it's perfect, if you understand. And I think that's the same with the Volve. They know and they see more, maybe, but they might not be able to articulate everything that they know. But they can lead you in the right direction. And maybe this seer is doing the same for you. He's told you about something here, or what was the? I didn't catch all of it at the time.
Oh, he told me to go find a dragonborn, a black dragonborn.
And then he'll know something about what's going on. Well, a black dragonborn should stand out at least, hopefully, in the town. I mean, there are a few green I've seen around, but not many black. Hopefully we'll have some luck.
I'm sure we will, but I kind of wish I joined in the fight, to be honest. It could have cheered me up a little bit.
I guarantee if you stick around me long enough, there'll always be more fights, Frida. I haven't been through 100 wars for nothing. Well, that's an exaggeration. Raids may be more true to it.
Oh, right, yes, I understand now. But yes, it is what it is. But maybe if we get Baldur a little more drunk and I call him short but pretend it was somebody else, that might be fun.
Yeah, it seems to rile him up real good, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe he's that useful in battle sometime.
Something's got to work with that one. But yeah, it's good to see some sort of action out of him. So anyway, you have a drink and we'll see how it's going.
Yes.
As that's sort of going on there, and we sort of move back across. Rauder and Baldur, anything with you two that we need to cover, or are we sort of reconvening as a group to figure out a plan? As maybe as time goes through, you slowly start to coalesce back together as a group.
I've sat back down, like I'm still like more quiet, but I would like to inquire to my like table, to like the people I'm talking to, like why the other person was such a dick to them, and how their relationship is between like the different captains and their crews.
See, you gotta understand with ship captains, they're always kind of even if they mutually get along, sometimes they're never the best of friends. They're always trying to put raiding groups together, and of course, one cuts into the other. Some groups are doing better some years, others are doing worse, if that makes sense. Our captain's not done the greatest this sort of last season or so, so it's not always easy on that front. But he's a good man, but yeah, we're just not having the best of luck on the raids. It's making it easy for others to take pot shots, shall we say. It's not fair. It's definitely not fair. He doesn't deserve that. The captain's a good man.
Yeah, well, as I told you before, we are looking for a crew, maybe a ship. We'll see what we can get away with.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, if you're going to be going to the festival tomorrow, I mean, we can always introduce you to the captain. That's no problem at all. Maybe you can purchase your way on the ship, or see how if he wants to do any sort of bargaining to get you guys on board, and see how it goes from there, I guess.
James.
Mm-hmm.
This might be a weird question. Is there some sort of weird ancient tradition of like fighting to be the captain of a ship? Is that a thing? Is it like strongest person takes all, or is that not how it works?
Not normally. Not straight out combat is usually not the first port of call. However, you do know that there are other things that are done, and usually it's usually done with drinking contests and things like that. Is probably the honest truth. Doing it through a drinking contest is first you have to get them to wager high enough to be and be riled up enough to wager something as big as their place as captain of a crew. But it doesn't mean it's impossible. It just means that they would need a fair bit of drink, and also be buttered up in the right way finding out more rumors about the captains and what they're up to is another very valid thing to be able to pull something like that off. But yeah, in this place, that would probably be a stronger way of doing it rather than going straight to physical combat, because then the crew don't usually accept you as the new captain so easily. It's more becomes intimidation, if that makes sense. But not impossible. But it's it goes down a different route. As all of that has been going on, Rowder, has she been quietly just drinking, or what would she have been up to anything in all of this?
She would have been reveling in Boulder's success. She'd kind of been egging on some of the other crew from the guy that lost. They've certainly,
rowdy,
fair enough. They certainly, they haven't taken the bait of doing something else, because they just saw how soundly their colleague got whipped. But they have been nursing and sort of bringing their colleague back round as that's all sort of going on. So there's definitely been a bit of that. But yeah, it's certainly lively would be the best way of putting it, as things have been going on. And you've been just listening in and taking in some of what's been going on around you as that's going on. As time goes past, one more familiar face does enter the bar. It would be the tiefling woman that you guys met originally at the entrance to the town previously, and she sort of as she sort of walks in, she sort of gives a nod past her Rolf and some of the others of you as sort of time goes on, and she sort of makes her way into the bar and sort of moves over to make some space as everything else is going on. But as this is all going on, is there anything else anyone wants to be up to, or are we going to sort of skip to you guys sort of coalescing together as a group one more time to figure out your next steps? I suppose would be the question.
Zisa would like to approach the tiefling.
Okay. Yep. No worries. You definitely can. Where's your token hiding on there?
I was outside.
You're outside. There we go. She's sitting quietly over on one of the tables. As you sort of make your way over, she will sort of look up and say, "Oh, hello again. You are one of the ones with the small one."
Yes, my name is Zisa.
Pleasure to meet you properly. How are your group faring so far? Are you making any progress? You found a ship yet?
The one that you called the small one got into a fight with the crew of one of the ships, to the great joy of the crew of another ship.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And she sort of laughs at that a little bit, sort of smiles on that one. You can't come here to the Eye of the Storm without there being some things going on.
Is the Eye of the Storm the name of the place that we're at?
Yes, it's basically the name of the tavern that you're currently in. Yeah.
Zisa says, as you said, earlier you spoke of dreams.
Yes, I did. Yes, and she sort of seems to go a little quiet for a moment.
Said that you would wish them gone.
Yeah, they've plagued me for a while, and she's sort of looking at you quizzically as
I could potentially provide a service for you. I do not know the lasting implications, but I could potentially offer some relief for a night or however long that we are here in nowhere.
Okay, and she sort of like seems to be. So what are you? Do I need to pay for this service? Are you trying to butter me up for something? What
do you have to offer?
I could well, if you guys end up looking for crew, I can help with that. Maybe if you need some people to make up numbers for a ship, if you're going to be buying that one in town or something like that, I could help out.
Noted. Are you a capable raider?
I do all right. She's sort of looking around on that one.
Where do your talents lie?
I'm kind of more of a healer than anything.
That could have its use.
Yeah, I can do a few little things, and she sort of casts a little ball of light in her hand and things like that. So it's, yeah. The one I pray to gives me some gifts, as some others do. Maybe that's
Does
where my
she have any
dreams come
tattoos
from.
or no? Sorry.
She does have a few tattoos on her face. They're sort of mapped out across as this is going on, but nothing you recognize as anything formal, if that makes sense.
Okay. So nothing arcane, not like my tattoos.
No, they definitely don't look anything arcane on that front.
I do not have the authority to approve this, but I can't see why Hrolf would oppose it. So, for now, we will accept that. The only thing that you would be required to do would be to sleep.
I can do that this evening, I guess. This is getting into weird territory. She sort of says on that one, but she doesn't seem to be against it.
If you do this, you may have a night's sleep. You may still experience the dreams. I will be honest, I've never... Actually, that's a lie. Sorry, James. Let me backtrack a little bit.
That's okay.
I do this with Hrolf.
You do, yes.
Does he ever tell me that it stops him from dreaming? Or does he still experience the dream?
He still has dreams, as far as well. Whether or not it's the same dream, you're not sure.
Okay. I may be able to take your dreaming from you for an evening. I may be able to change the contents of the dreams. You won't know until you wake up. And if it fails, then you don't owe us anything. But no harm will come to you during the process. If you are brave enough to try.
Make a persuasion check. Let's see, just see how reasonable this is as a request. 15. Yeah. So she sort of looks at you and says, "Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I guess. Yeah, we'll give this a try." She's sort of giving you a sort of a look as this is going on.
Then when you decide to retire for the evening, let me know. And we shall go to where you lay your head at night.
And she sort of nods as you guys come to this agreement. As the sort of evening is progressing here, I'm assuming it gets to a kind of a point here where some of you have had more mead and all the rest of it. But as you sort of, I suppose you all sort of congregate together at one point and start to sort of, as Hrolf starts to call you all over, he will sort of try and get you all to be around a similar set of tables for discussion, if that makes sense, as he sort of pulls you over, and he sort of starts asking. So we need to figure out what our next steps are, everyone. Then what do we need? What are we doing next?
Shouldn't we have this conversation outside? Not everyone can come in.
How bad is it? What do we have? We got seriously secret things that we have to deal with?
No, I mean, not all of our group can come into the tavern, so it's polite if we have the conversation outside.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense then. There's less mead out there, though. He seems a little bit dejected by that, but he will follow you all out into the air as the evening is passing.
Rauda will take her drink with her.
Oh yeah, Hrolf has done exactly the same. Yeah.
Coda's been drinking like some horrible looking like smoothie. You know those like weird smoothies that people insist are good.
Some sort of Viking smoothie.
Yeah.
Yeah, some fermented fruit that was not the
yeah.
best of not the best in that front.
Imagine how chunky that smoothie is. Though.
Oh, it's the chunkiest. It's probably punched by like an orc behind.
It's more of a porridge. It's more of a porridge in a cup.
Oh no.
Zisa is gonna shut the door, just so you know.
That's fair enough.
A little bit of privacy.
Well, together again. So, are we staying here for the evening and then working out things tomorrow? What's our plans? What do we need to get done, barring trying to figure out what we're going to do with the captains and finding a ship? Anyone got any thoughts?
Hoping that you would tell us that, really. You're the raid leader, you're not?
I am, but I don't know what the best route is to do. We could try and talk them out of it, but that's not always my strong suit. That may have to be one of you if you're going to try something like that. We could challenge them. That's definitely something. We could probably try that at one of the feasts. Or, and I'm not so keen on this one, we could try taking one of the ships. But I would say that would have to be a last resort if we got no other choice.
How about we challenge them first?
I agree. Challenge would be a much better way. Is there anyone else got anything else they need done? And he sort of looks over.
The matter of the ship that was built but never sold. Apparently there is someone, if I remember correctly, but he went missing.
Yeah, someone has gone missing after they had paid for the ship. And so, yeah, there's not been a lot of talk as to who or what that person is so far on that one.
If you're able
to me like a free boat.
That's true. It is a boat that is ready to go or close to it.
And if I remember correctly, it was already paid for. So when it goes to auction, when the owner does not come to claim it, they will just be making extra money. If we were to take that boat, it would not technically be stealing.
Again, true. Could we find a way to convince them that we are the new owners now? I don't know if there's any way we can... Anyone got any thoughts what we might do for something like that?
I can be very persuasive when required, but I believe we would need more information. I do not even know the name of the person who paid for the boat. That would be information we would need.
Oh, that's another thing to be looking into.
Yeah, I think we did.
Did we get the name? I apologize.
Yeah, I think so.
It's been 3 weeks.
It has been 3 weeks. If anyone's got the note of what the name was, let me know. But we'll leave it as X for moment on that one. But yeah, if you did get a name, then yeah, I will honor that.
I'm like 99% sure we got it, but I can't find it at the moment.
Fair enough. But
I'm gonna have to rewatch the
thing. Well, we'll have a break in a few minutes anyway, so we can we can work on it at that point. Anyway, so that's some things we can do with. Anyone else? Anything else? As he sort of looks towards Frida a little bit, as he sort of eyes.
Well, yes, I think tomorrow during the festival, I'll go off on my own and try and find this Black Dragonborn while you guys hopefully not steal a ship, but acquire a ship. Let's say.
How late is it at the moment?
We're strongly into the evening. You're not into night yet, but you're strongly into the evening. There's been a lot of drinks that have been had, if that makes sense. There would be time to do things if you wish to, if that makes sense. It's honestly up to you.
Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe going to a shop tomorrow morning, but that's when they open again, because I assume those will be closed.
Probably the tavern is probably the only one left open at this point, yes. Yeah, there'll certainly be a bit more of that possible tomorrow, that's certainly true. Are you sure, Frida, you want to go on your own?
Well, I mean, if anyone would like to join, that's fine by me, but it doesn't sound like a dangerous mission, just finding person.
Fair enough.
I think priorities lie with getting a boat.
I definitely agree on that one. But very well. It sounds like most of us will be heading off, dealing with that side of things, and then we'll reconvene and work things out.
Also, the owner of the tavern says that if we were to try to charter a ship, that we should talk to Scooty. That captain seems to be the most honorable and less volatile of the three.
Yeah, I
Though
heard he was a good man.
I
from
believe
what I've heard.
she said he was grumpy, prickly, ornery, something along those lines.
But honourable, yeah. So that's kind of what I heard from some of the patrons too.
His men also seem to like me.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
Balder
good.
ingratiated himself with that crew because the other ship's crew under Lux, I believe, was initiating in verbal confrontation.
Oh.
We
Might
also know
serve
that
us anyway.
we also know that one of the captains has a very short temper. I'm sure if we can rile him up, I'm sure we could get him to bet very high on something. That might be a good option.
I would imagine that that is the captain that inherited his ship from his parents. Perhaps we could use that information to get under his skin.
Well, it seems like we have options, and we'll. I suppose we'll reconvene in the morning then, and then work things out from there. There's enough beds here. I managed to get that worked out with Zalan. She's been all right inside the bar there. That'll cover people for the night.
We all have different rooms, or is it like?
It's Viking style, so there's it's not quite. It's fairly open plan up there on the second floor. Would be the best way of putting it.
Modern, okay.
Well, Viking standards as that's going on. Okay, then. So I think, we will be heading into the night as this is all going on, and you guys will be able to take your moments and be able to rest up as this is going on. The tiefling woman will join you, Zisa, on the upper floors, and that will be a thing.
Oh, I would stop her. We can go to where you sleep.
Oh, very well. And so she will then lead you off.
So everybody just sees me leave with this woman.
And that will take place. Everyone else will be able to take a long rest as this is all going on. I'm assuming then, Zisa, you will do what Zisa does. I suppose is the best way of putting it.
Yes, and since I have a willing partner, no rolls or anything I don't believe is required.
That's correct, absolutely.
But since she has, I don't know if she has special dreams. I don't know if anything special happens from that. But
certainly for this, it does seem that something does seem to take place. So as you're sort of siphoning these dreams away from her as this is going on, you do start to get the image of a boat, a Viking boat out on the seas. It seems to be being rowed by rows and rows of undead figures at the oars as they are sort of like slowly pushing the boat through the water. And you can see the tiefling woman is sort of bound by the mast, looking out across the waters as all this is going on. And then there is a figure up front of the boat, a female figure of a woman with half of her face seems to be horrendously mangled and missing flesh and bone, and there's bone protruding. as this figure is sort of looking around and looking out to sea. They seem to then turn and stare directly towards you in this vision, Zisa, as you're sort of on the deck of the boat, looking forward. And she seems to. There's a look of recognition on her face for a moment, and then there is darkness as the scene sort of passes. And then everybody is able, including Zisa, to long rest till the morning.
Hey, let's rest.
So yes, I think you come round for the morning here as this is all going on. You guys reconvene downstairs in the bar. There's a lot less patrons as this is all going on, but you are able to all sort of make your way down and sort of. Wake up, but who's doing what this morning? I suppose will be the questions here as this is all going on.
I think I will go for a little walk. I think it's good to stretch my legs a little bit. I will see you guys back here. There was like a festival or something, right? Today.
The festival will be later this afternoon. We'll reconvene around here somewhere if you're off doing your own thing. No problem.
Great. And can I sort of like duck in and out of alleys and try to go find like a shop?
Yeah, absolutely you can.
Because I have some pearls I need to fence outside of the.
He needs to go and fence some pearls. Fair enough. Absolutely. So yeah, we can definitely deal with that as that's all going on. I need just a general sort of charisma persuasion check to try and sell your wares at reasonable prices, if that makes sense. So. Make me a general one of those to be dealing with the shopkeepers and see how Baldur does, if that makes
work
sense.
From my sheet. Let's do it.
From the HUD for now. Yeah. On that one, okay.
That one? No, not that one. It's like an 11.
It is an 11. It's not a nat one. So yeah, you're at least above that. So you're not in a bad shape on that front. You do find someone that is willing to be buying them at around 70 gold pieces for the pearl. So you're like not feeling too shabby.
I have 2 of them. So
you do.
140.
Yep, they are. Yep, like I said, they think they're getting a bargain at that price. But yeah, you can definitely be selling them off at that certainly.
Yes, please. Do I just delete them from my?
Yeah, just take them out of your inventory and then add some gold. That's all good on that one. So Baldur is off doing his own thing for a little while as this is going on. Next on the list, anyone else?
Yeah, I'd probably go off and start my trying to find my person.
No problem.
Who was said to be over there.
If you want any help, mind, I can try and help, and I could bring Pyro in with this as well.
Oh, it might be useful for some tracking, I guess. I don't have the best senses, I guess you could say. I'm more built for battle. So.
And you could kind of say I'm very good at looking out for people, so perhaps it'd be a good idea.
Yes, and if there's anything you need to do, be my guest and help out. I'm happy to help out there.
We're going to like a marketish area, aren't we?
Yeah,
you are. Yeah, you're basically.
The river.
Yeah, you're basically crossing the river for a couple of copper pieces and going back towards some warehouses and the docks area on the other side of the water. Is kind of what Frida's knows as a base of for investigating to try and figure out this person.
See if I can buy some ingredients as well.
Yeah, you can definitely. There's definitely ways stopping off past some of the shops as this is going on. You can make me a decent perception check as you're out and about with Frida as this is all going on.
Give you advantage. I have a -1.
Yes.
I'm not very
I'll allow it. That's what you, James.
Just once.
Yeah, no, you just make your roll. It's fine. Yeah, on this one, yeah, you're just having a look around on that one.
21.
Okay, fair enough. How stealthy was Baldur being when he ducked off into the alleys?
See, aren't I the only one that knows that Baldur took those pills as well?
You are about the only one that does know that one. So Baldur, yeah, I mean, you said he was sneaking in and out of the alleys, so I will allow you to make a stealth roll to see how if you got spotted, if that makes sense.
Walking ahead of us.
Yes.
Amazing.
Baldur is not aware of this, but you guys do spot him making his way into one of the shops, and seems to be selling some wares. You do spot
Baldur's
that
going
on.
into a shop. Well, maybe we should have a look in that shop. I'm looking for some bits and bobs.
If you need some stuff from the shop, that's no problem.
Okay. So yeah, as you guys sort of make your way in.
Baldur's like going down the street trying to be selfie, but he's doing his own theme tune.
So you guys see
he's
it.
crunk now.
Yeah,
he's crunk. That's what I was thinking.
So you guys, you follow him in a little while after he's gone into one of these shops, and he seems to be making some sort of a deal as things are going down, as you guys are sort of making your way up in the scene, shall we say?
Baldur, you're selling those pearls, I see. The pills you took, I saw.
I mean, no.
But I can clearly see that you're giving over the pills and taking cash. Not cash.
I was looking for brewer supplies. What are you talking about? I plan to make my own mead.
Make a deception check, Baldur.
What shop are we in, James? That's what we need to know.
Are there brewers
Is it arts and crafts?
Yeah, no, this
in
seems
the jeweler store?
Yeah, it seems a little bit more class than that. Yes,
It's called the sneaky seller.
Yeah, a shady guy.
That's
looks
a good name, though.
It would be really cool, actually.
Yeah.
That's my new business plan now.
Okay, so that's against your insight, Blythe and Frida.
But I know because I have
I'm giving it to you with advantage. You can do that.
Yeah, we'll have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, insight.
Oh well,
I
you need
needed to beat it.
Yeah,
but I haven't even done
your advantage yet. Fair enough.
Oh, I don't know how to do it on this. It used to just give me a thing.
Oh, it'll be back. But anyway, so
20.
You know Baldur is lying through his teeth.
But Baldur, this is a jewelry shop. I do not understand.
What pearls are we talking about?
Oh, Baldur picked up some pearls. Did you not see?
No. When was this, Baldur? When were you going to tell us that you picked up these fine pearls and we could all share the money? And I'm sure Harolf would love to hear about this.
I mean, I wanted it to be a surprise. Gold is much nicer than pearls, of course.
Of course.
As he's looking at his little pouch.
I assume this deception and insight is just.
Yeah, we're just we're not rolling every time. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so he's going through the motions, but he seems to have the pouch. Yeah, he has the pouch of money there. So, apparently your compatriots Baldur are thinking that you will be sharing the spoils with the rest later as well.
And I turn to the shopkeeper and go, and how much did you give?
I got a reasonable off him, and he fills you in on how much it was on that. So 70 a piece.
Offer as well.
It's a lowball offer, really, but he thinks, yeah.
But we know exactly how much it is now. So it's like, okay. Well, be sure to inform Harolf because it's obviously the raid lead.
All the spoils are shared. That's definitely true.
And I just start eyeing the surroundings and looking for something. Like completely turn my back on Baldur and I'm just looking at the shelves.
What are you looking for in overall on this one?
Just ingredients in general. So, I know. I mean, I can't imagine it would be very expensive, but then...
No. I don't think it's that. It's just a matter of collection. So what I'll do is I don't know if it's working at the moment, but if you mark it down somewhere, I'll let you do three random rolls on the sheet for an urban environment.
Okay.
And then you can add those to your sheet. Well, we can work those out a little bit later on through, so you've got some ingredients, and then just knock off maybe a gold piece off of your off your inventory for that as that's going on. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, the few things will start coming
Should I do
through.
it 3 times?
Yeah, do it 3. Yeah, you might as well. Yeah, if you can. You remember where the sheets were on that front?
Oh, I don't think I did well that time.
Yeah, that might be the only downside is.
Yeah.
Oh damn! Okay, so that's pretty good. And then one more.
No, I missed one.
Oh, you missed one. So okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, a few more ingredients are found and had as this is going on.
Fabulous.
So yeah, as you guys are sort of making your way back out of the shop, Baldar, are you joining these two on their escapades, or are you feeling a little bit sheepish and heading off somewhere else?
He feels a little bit sheepish and a little bit pissed off that he's been found out. So he will go back to the tavern and try to get a world with Herolf.
Fair enough, no worries. Okay, so yeah, as that group are making their way off, we will. I think we will break here for a moment and have a quick drinks, and then we'll come back. But yeah, we're going to have 2 sort of separate scenes going on, and yeah, we will cover them both and then go from there. So yeah, we'll go to break for a little bit, go grab some drinks. welcome back, everyone. Then, so yes, we are here. We are returning from the shops. I believe Baldor is making his way back as this is all going on. I think we are going to have to deal with Frida and Blythe first. So you guys are on this side of the water. I assume that you pay a few copper to make it across the water and go across to the warehouse area on the other side with some very inspecific information on a black dragonborn. But Frida, what would you like, and Blythe, what would you like to try and do to try and find this person?
We really don't have any information. It was just by the warehouse, black dragonborn, and that was it.
Yeah, so they'd seen a black dragonborn in the warehouse area. That's as much as you've got right now. Yeah, on that one.
So, can I get no, that's probably a bad idea. I was going to get Aaron just to run off.
What are you thinking? What are you what would be first thoughts on the list? There's people around. There's plenty of people going to and froing from different buildings and bits and bobs. It's not as busy as it was on the other side of the water, but there's still a few people around here and there.
I guess Blythe, the best course of action is just to ask somebody if they know where this person is, because otherwise we're just going to be walking around a lot.
Okay.
So I think what we'll do is, as you're two together, I think we'll allow you to do a sort of where you can choose. Either you're doing a investigation and a persuasion check, and I'll between the two of you, I think you can choose what order you do this in. But basically, I'll allow you to assist each other on these rolls, if that makes sense. But yeah, choose one of you. Choose an investigation. One of you choose to do the persuasion to try and find out some information on them.
I'll do the investigation, I think.
No problem.
Do you have persuasion?
Yeah. Well, I have +2 at least.
That's better than +0.
Mm-hmm. So you're assisting each other. You're making way through the warehouses area on that front. No problem.
Okay. Oh, I can't roll it from there, can I? Forget.
Not this way.
Investigation. Not bad, but it's an advantage. Oh, a little bit more.
Okay, 17. So 17 on that one, and then I need the persuasion roll from Frida just to see what the total overall is going to be.
Double 14.
Double 14s on that one. Okay, fair enough. It takes you a bit of time, about an hour and a half of going around and asking questions, but eventually you are sort of pointed towards one of the sets of warehouses where, there apparently may well be the person you're looking for, may well be in amongst them. Eventually, that warehouse is sort of pointed out to you, and you are sort of able to make your way over there as there is a fairly simple-looking wooden building around that you guys can see ahead of you.
Frida, I think we should come back as there's a map for here. It'd be dangerous.
Well played. Well played.
Do we just knock, or can we just go in? I don't really know how it works here.
Yeah, you certainly see there's a few windows and then a couple of doors that you spot on the outside of the building. But yeah, how would you guys play this as this is going on?
Can I look into one of the windows?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You take a look in through one of the sets of the windows. Apologies, it's not going to show you in the moment as this is going on. Although I may be able to adjust that for you. 1 second. Let's give you a little bit of that. But yeah, on the inside of the window, you do see there seems to be a group of people, and off to one side of moving around a couple of different sort of crates, etc. Frida, there is a black dragonborn in that space. That does seem to be someone in there that seems to be working currently. yeah, they haven't noticed you at the moment or anything like that, but there certainly appears to be someone that matches the description of this person.
Do they have any sort of symbolage of what they, like their gods or their clan or anything?
No, and unusually clan-wise, very, very clear. No signs of any clan symbols on any of the. There's about 4 people and this dragonborn in the space that you can tell, but no signs of any clan symbols around that you can see. That's usually suggests that they're clanless or something along those lines.
And that's never a good thing.
No, they tend to be non-aligned is definitely a thing as this is all going on. But yeah, you you reconvene with Blythe, and you've definitely spotted that there is a person matching the description of what you're looking for.
We found them. Unfortunately, they seem to be. I don't want to presume outcasts, but they don't seem to have any clan symbols on them, or you know that's never a good thing, right?
Yeah, being clanless is considered being quite lowly. Yeah, it is definitely a thing.
But they could be just seeking their place, you know?
Yeah, or they've been too far away from clan things for long enough that they don't feel they're affiliated. It's all certainly possible.
I must think that at the moment I feel a bit out of clan too. Maybe similar thing happened to them and they just stopped.
I suppose.
I don't like this loitering either. You're going to knock on the door.
Okay. Sorry. I will. I'm terrified, but I will. Frida isn't. I am.
Fair enough.
I will knock on the door.
Okay.
The paladin knocks the door.
Mm-hmm. No, but that sounds about right. So yeah, you take a few moments, and you hear the sounds of people shuffling around for a little bit, and then the door opens, and a rough figure is at the door. Yeah, can I help you?
I'm looking for that person over there. Sorry, I don't know his name, but
Asphard, someone here seems to. I want to have words. And so he sort of looks up and steps over a little bit, and the guy moves out to one side, and he sort of looks and says, "You have business with me?"
I think so. The seer told me to seek you out. You may know something about my family.
What family is this?
She'll pull out her little knife with the emblem, with the insignia on it, and show that to him. This family, I don't know much about. They were taken away from me when I was just a child. Trying to find them.
He looks down at the knife for a moment and sees it and sort of goes, "Should this mean something to me?"
Oh God! I don't know. This is what I'm saying. The seer has told me to seek you out. He didn't give me any information about you. He just said, "Seek out the black dragonborn by the warehouses."
Who is this seer?
His name. Insert his name.
That's fair enough. Yeah, so you talk about the seer in town, and he says,
yeah,
the wood person from the woods. He's just crazy.
James, can
I suggest you run along. Yeah, you can definitely. Both of you can roll insight checks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
can I roll
Oh,
with
we can't do
advantage? Because I said it.
Because I want to roll an advantage. In this case, not so much on that one.
Oh, God.
Frida, yeah, I mean, you don't pick up anything in the moment. Blythe, you pick up his eyes go wide when he sees the knife, enough that you pick it up. Maybe it's harder to read on a Dragonborn than others on that front. And he's lying through his teeth as all this is going on. But Frida, yeah, you're not on that one. I
Frida,
suggest
he's
you run
He's
along.
lying. Frida, he's lying. I could,
You call me liar, sir.
I could see in your pupils that they dilating when people lie, they dilate. You're doing it now. You're shifting your body uncomfortably. I can see that. Also.
Yeah, as he's sort of shifting uncomfortably and moving forward, and he sort of goes, I suggest
hide
you
it?
both piss off.
And I suggest you tell me what you know if you are lying to me. I've been very cordial so far. I do not want to...
Go take your little knife toy and go find someone else to bother. See him off. And he asked the thug to sort of move to close the door as this is all going on. What does Frida do?
Stop
Anything?
the door.
Okay. It seems people are starting to draw things as it seems to be getting to a thing. I think we're going to be rolling some initiative as this is all gonna go down. Oh,
James, can I ask something real fast?
Why did you do this to us?
You
dude?
certainly can. You certainly can.
Okay, just a quick question. Zisa didn't sleep with the party. I'm assuming Zisa slept wherever the tieflings slept.
Correct. Yes.
Is this place anywhere along the way? And like, could I wander or have found them or anything like that, or do you think the timing was different?
No, I don't think it's impossible. I think we should give it a chance on that one. So I will say, let's just go for a percentile die because we don't roll them enough on that one. And I'm going to say you've got to get under a 30.
Under a 30.
Under a
okay.
30 will be the thing on that front.
Well, good luck, me and
Oh, so close.
Sorry, gang. I tried to help out, but these just walked down a different path.
Yeah, just a little bit of a different path on this one as this is going on. So I'm sorry to the rest of you. Apologies. It's going to end up being into a bit of a thing here as this. But I think we do have to play this out.
Give us vision though, because I
I
can't.
was going to say, could we get the party token?
You certainly can have some vision. Yes, absolutely. Sorry, yes, because obviously others can view it from the stream. That doesn't necessarily.
Die in
This was my own fault for thinking the
Can you guys see through that with the vision from the party token? I suppose will be the case.
No.
It is your fault.
But let's
Very
add
much
let's add that a little bit and see what we can do. 1 second. Let's give it some vision and see if that helps your. No, I know what we'll do. We'll have you all on the sides. That's going to be the easiest way of dealing with this.
With popcorn.
With popcorn,
Yes,
as you guys
watch
as you watch your friends who have gone off and done their thing. Drew, we can add you in as well, and then obviously feel free. You can move them around to see what you need as this is all going on. But in the moments, we're going to obviously roll some initiative and see how we're doing. I might have to roll for everyone. It looks like at the moment I can't see anyone's numbers. But Frida, you'll be able to, and Blythe, you can still roll as well.
There's a convenient chair. I'll go sit in the chair.
Can you manually change Iris? It goes on my initiative?
Yeah, I'll just remove her from the little list as this is going on. Okay, right. So as we're sort of pulling things about here and we're going for it, I will say in the moment this on this first round we will make it go down to Frida's turn because you are the one that actually is in the moment forcing the issue, if that makes sense. So it's at this moment everyone's sort of like riled up as you're forcing the door here in the moment. But yeah, what's the plan here as we as we change some music and see how this is going to actually play out.
Oh, Frida's the worst person to start because she just doesn't care. She doesn't care about death.
Well, we shall see. We shall see.
Sassy thug.
Yes, sassy
I
thugs.
like
Yeah.
stimulating thug.
Yeah, you gotta have some interesting old random name generators on this stuff. We know that on that one. But Frida, yes, you are up first in the moments as all this is playing out. One thug in front of you, and the black dragonborn who has been lying to you behind.
They look like they're about to attack us, right?
As you're forcing the door, and they're going for weapons. Yeah.
Well, goodbye, everyone. It's been fun. An attack.
Okay.
Too bad you didn't bring the unkillable barbarian with you.
Yep.
Oops.
Oops. Okay. On that one. Frida, your first attack will miss, obviously with a 9. Anything?
First attack only.
Only attack at level 2. That's definitely true. Is there anything else you're doing in the moment as this is going on?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. Next one. This one is starting to just see what's going on, but doesn't do much. The one by the door will probably just go for a swing with a weapon here with a little mace. 13. I'm assuming that will miss. I'm assuming in the
that misses.
On that one as this is going on. So yeah, he will miss, and then it will be the other two are sort of moving around. Asvard is sort of. He's going to hold his action and see how this is going to play out. That one isn't waiting. Blythe, you see this is all starting to happen in the moments. What do you do? Jamie, you there?
I'm thinking.
Ow. No, never mind. Wait a minute.
I need to make some trick arrows. You know, like an arrow with a punching glove on the end and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sure. There's some life choices in there somewhere.
Knockout arrows.
If you put a cork on the tip.
I'm fresh out of cork, funnily enough.
Well, we were at a pub a second ago.
James, did I pick up a load of corks?
Alas, no, not right now. Not right now.
Ah, I see. Okay, well, shots in the leg, I guess.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm trying to figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did it.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yes, you absolutely did hit this thug quite hard on that front, and he takes the wound in the leg.
But it's because it's Skyrim. He kills him. He turns into a god.
Sure.
Yeah, he can no longer go adventuring like you do because he took an arrow to the knee.
He took an arrow to the knee.
Which was the running joke with Espen, but nobody asked him about his leg. I was waiting.
Rude.
I was waiting for it. You all were rude as fuck. What are you talking about?
No, we were delightful. How dare you?
Lies.
I think the difference was between rude and uncaring.
Fair.
Fair enough. Meanwhile, then, Blythe, would he have done any movement, or would he have stayed put? And then
I
we're going
need
to
advantage. Yeah, I need a vantage point, so I think I'll just sort of stay where I am.
Okay, no problem.
I can't get anywhere else.
Frida, back round to you. This one has pulled a mace on you in the moments, but.
I'll attack, but non-lethal. Oh, jeez. 13?
13, one second. 13 will hit this guy. Okay.
So I'll just slightly turn it so it's more bludgeoning than slashing across the head.
Fair enough. No worries on that one. As that is done, that thug there is over there at the moment. The one that is in battle with you will try and hit you with a mace and see how he's going to do. And rolls A 5. So he is no good. Bringing us to the top of the turn order. This guy is going to start running over to help his mate as this is all going on. And he will try and clock you as well. Let's see how he's going to do. And that will be a 21 for 3 this time.
Yes.
Okay, as that is done, Asphard will he will move over and he will also see what he can do with the mace. 12 will probably miss, and then his second attack. 17, is that going to be enough?
Nope.
Okay, so he takes 2 swipes at you, but does miss in the moment. That one is a bit too far out. Blythe, it's back round to you.
Hey, shot again. Oh, can I use like Iron to give me advantage somehow? Actually, I don't know how that's going to work here, so it doesn't matter.
It's not a now, right now, but
Iron is just sitting on the floor wagging his tail, like
just enjoying life.
Remember, though, the first time you use that wolf for something, James is like, it's fair game to be killed. So
I know. Oh, 13?
13 does hit. Yeah, these guys, this one has an 11, so you will hit 10 piercing damage. Okay, as that guy will take another hit, and he is looking very rough.
Oh, God. I think we've bitten a bit more off than we can chew here.
Frida, then, I believe.
She will switch target and aim for this one.
Which one are you aiming for? The Dragonborn?
The Dragonborn.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, go for it.
Non-lethal. What is going on with my roll?
Oh man, yeah, as the weapon doesn't make contact on that one. Okay, next on the list then. That one is a bit out of the action. This one is in amongst things, and he will definitely try and mace you. Let's see how he's going to do. A 20 for 3. I think that's got more chance of hitting you, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And that one is officially done. And this thug at the top here, as this is going on. Drew, we'll say this one. What would you like this one to do towards the party? They have heavy crossbows, maces, either or they can grapple or anything like that. What do you think in the moments this one would be doing?
Ooh.
Murder.
Yeah, he's gonna go for a mace.
Okay, we're gonna give him a mace to the face. Let's see how this is going to do. And unfortunately, he rolls a 6, so he is not so good in the moment. And will he stay put, or would he?
I can't see where Frida is.
Frida is literally in the door, so he's hacking at the door at the moment.
Yeah, he's going to stay put.
Okay, no problem. Asphard, his turn on that front. Shall we say, in this case, Seb? This one,
I cannot see where this guy is.
That's okay. Let's move you in here, and you can see what's more of what's going on. So yes, the Dragonborn is off to one side. Frida is within the doorway. Just for your reference, he has multi-attack, has a mace attack, and a heavy crossbow at hand. Or he can do other things. Yeah, grapple or.
So
strength.
this is the Dragonborn, right?
This is the Dragonborn. Yeah.
Seb, make him fall prone. You have that power now.
He's been caught in a lie.
his evil ways and deeds.
He has multi-attack and he has a mace.
And a heavy crossbow, yeah.
Let's start swinging.
Just start swinging. Okay, here we go. Mace incoming, first of all. Let's see how it's going to do. Seb, you do 22 attack for 5 bludgeoning against Frida with the first one. And then the second one will be a 19 for 6 bludgeoning on the second.
Dear.
Okay, so that one is done. Next one in the list.
The good thing is, if they die, I get to keep my gold. So
fair enough. Fair enough.
Alternative motives, I see.
Zisa, you are this thug on this side on this one. Let's bring you into the scene.
Okay.
Here. At the back here, there is a kerfuffle at the door, but you don't know exactly what's going on. But what would this thug be up to in these moments?
He doesn't know what's happening at the door right now.
Only that there's a kerfuffle and there is, the clanging of a mace and things like that as that's going on. But is he interested? It's honestly up to you in the moments.
Without knowing all of the details that the character would know.
Basically, the Dragonborn is your boss. Is the best way of putting it.
Okay, that's what. Is there someone above him or no?
No. He is of this shady group of dealers. He is the boss, if that makes sense. He pays your bills.
Okay. I think then. Does he have access to like a short bow or something like that?
He has a heavy crossbow and a mace. Yes.
Are crossbows a thing? I thought they weren't a thing.
That is a very good point. I think it would be the Viking version of it, but yeah, I think because it was supposed to be a thug, but yeah, they mechanically, yes, it's supposed to be the same.
Aesthetically, he pulls out like a short bow or something like that to make it work. So I guess the thug will step to here to see more of what's happening.
No problem.
Probably see. Is he standing on the table? I have a fun thug. So I'm up above now on the table.
Yeah, getting a bit of view down.
Yeah. Can I see? Can I see Frida?
You can definitely see Frida. Yeah, not much else on the other side of the doors at the moment.
Don't need to see anything else. Frida's the one swinging at my boss, so I'm gonna go ahead and shoot her.
Okay, heavy crossbow incoming. See how that is going to go down. And it's a 9 for 5 piercing, so it will be a miss in the moments. Okay, next on the list then is Ashley Blythe.
Hey. Okay, so again, I don't need to move or anything, so I'm just gonna go for it.
Which one are you aiming for? The one directly in the door, or?
I can only see that one. So.
Okay, no problem.
Using all my arrows here. Oh, they're not going down. I don't know why.
Okay, we'll bear that in mind.
I saw that out in it. Okay, so 16 for 7 non-lethally.
That does take the first one down as he drops.
Oh, James exploded.
Well, not in reality.
Boom.
But yeah, the first one drops as this is going on.
Oh my god, what kind of arrows do you have? I don't need to make any arrows for you, bud. You're exploding people.
I got bomb arrows. You know how to make them now, can't you?
Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom reference. That's a good game. Sorry.
Let's go. That's all I got.
Okay, and you're staying put. No problem. Frida, space has opened up as one of them drops. I don't know, knocked unconscious.
Yep. I'll just attack this one. I really need Blythe to say let's leave because Frida is not going to leave.
They seem fine to me though. I haven't had any issues.
No way.
14 though. 14 will hit. So yeah, you do. You for the first time you catch them and catch him well, and yeah, he takes the attack. Oh, you're adding Divine Smite on top. Ooh, okay.
This little bitch lied to me.
Yeah, fair enough. Is the other taken into account, or is it just the 11?
Just the 11.
Oh, okay.
The other is undead.
Yes, he takes.
Is he a fiend?
No, he is not a fiend, but he does take the massive hit and is just, is sort of a bit shocked by it in the moments as this is going on.
I say this now, just stop this madness. I just want answers. I do not want to hurt you.
Make an intimidation check. See how you do.
Oh, okay. Intimidation.
A 12. Okay, 1 second. Let's see how.
I was rolling very bad on Curse of Strahd on Wednesday as well.
Oh,
so
fair enough. Fair
great.
enough.
Yeah.
You're not sure in the moment. You think he thinks him and his group outnumber you. So he's feeling relatively confident. Meanwhile, the next thug in the line, Hodor, this turn will be your go on this one. What would this guy be up to? As he's seen one of his friends has dropped. The boss is under attack from this woman in the door. You have a heavy crossbow or a mace to your hand, or you could go grappling, or any other options are all possible.
I was going to do bonus action if I could.
Oh, you can certainly do a bonus in action. Let's move you back to that first of all.
It's vanished from my spell book, so I'm just trying to find it.
No problem. Oh.
There we go. I found it. So just got a +2 to my armor class.
Oh, well, that's not insignificant. Okay, fair enough. That does bring us to Hodor's thug this time.
As the descriptor for my thug is active,
he is an active thug.
He will take active revenge for his compatriot. I've decided that there was a hidden love story there just to add to the narrative. He was deeply wounded. And because of that, he will want the satisfaction of his bare hands to murder the person who murdered his love. So we'll rush forward and...
I didn't murder him. It was blind.
Is he gonna run past this guy or this lady and go get the dude with the arrows?
Oh, yeah. It's passion. I've decided. I've made narrative.
Fair enough. Well, yes. Unfortunately, there is a woman, an armored woman in your way. You can't push through in the moment, but you can deal with her first. Is the only thing.
Yeah, I'll try to shove her aside to get to the scoundrel.
Okay, right. So we're going to do a contested strength and see how that goes. Then 1 second.
Beat strength.
This is silly. I love it.
Yeah.
I really am sorry.
Right.
Terrible.
Ability check. Here we go. So the the thug gets a 4. Can you beat a 4? I'm assuming you can beat a 4.
In strength, I have +4. So.
You could roll a 1. But you didn't.
Roll 22.
This giant woman just does not budge in the moment as this is going on. Okay, that one is officially done. Next one on the list then. This one will be back to Drew. This one is off to one side, but is within macing range or can do other things if they so wish with these people. The boss is looking a bit hurt, but not too bad.
Another mace to the face.
Mace to the face it will be. Incoming. And as we go for it this time, I'm assuming a 20 for 4 bludgeoning damage will be a thing.
Oh, it's my armor class.
Fair enough. And then Asfard, that will be, I believe, Seb, you are in control of that one, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, two mace attacks. Let's go. Mace.
Okay, mace it is.
Die, Frida. Give me my gold.
Fair enough. So the first one is a 20 for 6, and then the second one is a miss with only a 6.
I am on 1 HP.
Okay. And
Not for long.
The thug on the table, Zisa, and this was your one.
You hear him say, "Blocky, he never loved you, you fool." And
That's the real love story of the triangle.
Yeah, because this is a triangle because I love Blocky. So I'm gonna try to. I'd have picked a random name. I think it works. I shoot the lady standing in the door.
Fair enough.
Honestly, I was gonna do what Jess did, but I was gonna do something different when I got there. So.
Okay.
Oh well, there you go. There we go. And in this case, instead, a 16 will not hit the armor class. So
good. I do not want to kill Joe.
Oh, fair
I
enough.
will feel bad. But also, I'm in love. It's unrequited, but I'm in love. So.
I mean, I deserve it for putting me in this situation.
Blythe, it's round to you.
Okay. Again, Blythe is not going to do anything fancy. He's just going to carry on shooting from by here.
Okay, is he going for the Dragonborn or is he going for the Thug?
Can only see the thug.
Only seems the Thug. Stay put. Go for it.
No, that's arrows. I don't know why I did that. That was stupid. 21 to attack. But what?
Well, arrow.
Throw
Yeah,
an arrow.
yeah. You're throwing an arrow. Yeah. Roll your actual thing now. 17 for 8.
17.
That will definitely work on that one.
Cool. And that's it.
No problem. Okay. Does bring us to Frida's turn.
I'm really not getting utility out of all of my stuff that I have because nobody's up front.
Well, you are.
Yeah, well, I don't,
You are up front.
Doesn't help me.
No.
Yeah. You brought the archer with
14
you.
for 11 there.
For 11. All right. Yeah. That will definitely hit, and you've hit him again on that one. Yeah, he takes all of that. Anything else?
Again, I'll just say, stop this, man! Why are you attacking us? I'm just asking you a question.
Make a persuasion check. You're very far into the fight.
Believe in yourself. You can do it.
Intimidation.
Yeah, you can go for intimidation if you wish in the moment, I guess.
Yeah, Frida's a lot more intimidating than I can think of right now.
Go for it.
You did just hit them for a bunch of damage.
What is going on with my rolls? What is happening?
Everyone's too invested in the love story.
They're
to
too
care
invested
about
in
the
the love story at the moment. Active Thug. Which one of you was this? I think this was
Jess.
actually
That was
Jess,
me.
wasn't it? So Jess, what does your one do now with with all of this going on?
Blinded by tears, I cry out at Fjord.
I'm Fjord. Okay.
Yeah. You were just jealous. You never understood our love. It was true and good. And then I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at
Blythe in the background.
Blythe, like through, like around the armored woman in front of me.
Okay, fair enough. Shielding the boss, but taking the
Does
shot.
that impose disadvantage because you're shooting in melee?
Yeah, and also distress. I wouldn't.
Fair enough. You can roll at Blythe with disadvantage and see how it goes. Gonna be losing her thug privileges in a moment. But yes, so we will roll this one at disadvantage and see how it goes. 1 second.
Double crit.
And the first version would have been a 21, but if I roll it the second time, and it turns into a 7, so yes, it will definitely miss in the moments. Okay, that one is done.
Through tears.
And this one is Drew. Back to your thug, Drew. As whatever's going on with the guy in front, and
Drew wrestles Loki away from the door.
Just kill me so we can go back to the store with the rest of you guys.
Yes, it'll be another smash.
fair enough. Mace to the face incoming as this is going on, but with a 10, it will miss. So that one is done. Asphard, he will not be so thing, and he will try and clock you, Frida, and see how he does. First one will be a crit as he gets a 24 for 6 plus 3.
Yep.
Face to the face.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
He that is actually quite intimidating. He sees this huge hit and Frida just
Yeah, and he's sort of
barely
like,
even takes it.
what the fuck are you? In the moment, and then he tries to clock you again. And yeah, clearly in the moment, He cannot bring himself to do it, and
since I played this one at the last round, can I just make him say, "God damn it, you love-struck fools! Focus on the enemy."
Everyone gets advantage.
Fair enough. Sorry, Seb. Yeah, apologies. It's getting to a point where I needed some bits.
I just wanted to say something about it.
No worries. As this is going on, he will also say. He will sort of put a hand and sort of try and halt things and see if anyone will stop. But when it comes around to Blythe, would everyone's holding their actions? What does Blythe do when there's a pause here in the moment?
I will hold an action. If I can see people are clearly not, going out of the way not to fight right now, then I will hold it, because I know that we don't want to fight. This is not what we came here for.
No.
So I'll hold my action to attack who I can see.
Okay, yeah. So the Black Dragonborn looks at you, Frida, and says, "What are you? Why have you come with that knife? I thought I put that behind me."
What do you mean? Just tell me. It's my family. That's all I've came here for. I do not want to hurt any of you.
It was a job, nothing more.
Oh, no.
No. That's probably fine.
Oh, they killed your family, son.
Oh, I don't... James, what's the name of the clan I would have joined after my family died? I never...
I can't remember what we ended up on that front, but yeah.
Okay, I'll ask. Are you from this clan?
I have no clan.
Were you part of that clan? That's what I'm asking.
No. I was paid to do a job. I took out some people, and I went on about my life. I did not think anyone would become snooping around after such a thing. It was so long ago.
Tell me what happened. I do not want to kill you. What is in the past is in the past.
I was paid money to do a job. I did the job.
Can you just tell me where this job was? I need to know where my family were from. This is all I'm asking. I do not care about this job. Honestly, I do not care if you killed my family. I joined the clan that killed my family. I can't really say anything.
I was paid a lot of money to go find these people and deal with them. I don't know exactly who the person was that was paying the guy that paid me. But I do know that they paid me with Bendor money. I believe it's the coin of King Senric from the north. I know nothing more.
It wasn't so hard, was it? We didn't have to resort to this violence. We could. I'm not here to kill you. Again, I just wanted to know. Now that I know, you've helped me. Thank you. With like gashes all in her.
As he's sort of looking on that one.
She's a little loopy.
I suggest you leave then, whilst you still can.
I'm sorry for how much I injured you, and I'm sorry for your person on the floor.
Yeah, he's knocked out, but he's coming. He'll be coming round in a bit.
If you would like, I could heal him, just to show that I do not mean for this violence.
He nods.
I'll give him an HP. Lay on hands. I'm not giving him any.
Fair enough. As he's sort of bringing that one round in the moment on that front. And he says, This is a very strange day.
We are very strange people. I'm sorry for what happened. You lied to me, and I don't like lies. I'm sorry. We have a liar in our group already, and I do not need any more.
It's not every day that someone comes here asking about things like that.
Blythe, I think we've done all that we need to here. We will leave you alone. And,
Loose ends are a funny thing like that.
yeah.
And he sort of, he'll sort of, let you guys sort of wander off if you so wish on that one.
Yes, we will.
Fair enough. And so this will end with you guys looking a bit roughed up, but no one is killed in the moments from this escapade, as we can get out of here and move to something a little easier on that front. As you're sort of as you're walking off, he says, "Wait, one more second," and the Dragonborn does come back up to you for one moment, and he says, "Here, take this." And what he will pull out is a coin and place it in your hand. Looks like a silver coin.
Is this what you were paid with?
What, some of it. And there is a sort of royal figure emblazoned on a.
I rolled a
16.
Did I shoot? Did I shoot Joe?
Alas, your timing is out in the moment.
Okay,
unfortunately.
sorry. Go ahead.
But yeah, so sorry. Yeah, he will pass you one of these coins, and then he'll let you be on your way.
Okay.
As this is all going on, then we will return back to the rest of you as this strangest as is going. But I'm assuming as time is kind of going on, you guys have been waiting around for a little bit, and Baldur returns from the from his escapades quietly at some points. But what did Baldur want to get up to as he returned, and what would anybody else be up to as we're also getting back on track?
Rolf, I need to speak with you. I have some great news.
Oh, okay. What can I do for you, Baldur?
I have been able to secure a large amount of money for the good of the raiding party.
This is interesting. And where have you managed to achieve this from, Baldur?
Oh, people were really impressed. I knocked that guy out yesterday, so they just came up to me and gave it to me. And because I am just such a generous guy, I just thought, hey, let's share this with the raiding party, because what the money that gets made during the raiding party belongs to everyone, right?
That is true. Make a deception check, Baldur, please.
This better be good. I don't dare to roll.
Don't worry, I'm sure Blythe and
Oh
Frida
yeah, I
won't
have
tell
to
them.
roll through the bar here.
Yeah, at the moment you do.
Yeah. Deception. There we go.
Oh,
Of course, it's the bad one.
Fair enough.
It's
Fair
always
enough.
the bad one.
As he's sort of like, sure, Baldur, sure, and sort of you're fairly sure he's seeing through it, but he's accepting what you're saying at the moment, and he's sort of.
I'm still giving him money.
Yeah, exactly. He will happily take the gold off you in the moment as that's all going on.
All the. Oh, I want to say less, but no, all the 140 gold that I got from.
Fair enough. You hand it over. Okay, so the rest of you. I think by about this point, Zisa, you come making your way back. I will give you this. The tiefling before you left, she does say, "That is the first night I have not dreamed in a long time. I don't know what you did, but thank you."
I believe that I saw your dream. Do you remember any of it or no?
If it's the one I've been having a lot of, it's usually of a ship of death riding on the seas.
You're tied to the mast.
Forced to watch on.
And hell is at the front.
Yeah.
Is she who gives you your abilities?
I don't know, is the honest truth. But my powers are helpful and feel good. So I am very conflicted by that.
Do you believe they are divine?
Yeah, I do. And I think that was why I was plagued by the dreams as well.
James, you told me that the first time I fed, it felt good and I was satiated, and it like this time, what did I get that same sensation even though it was an unpleasant? It
was not pleasant. You felt fed, but it's like having a bad meal. Would be the best way of putting it. It still suffices, but it felt like a bad meal.
So Cisa nods, and she will abruptly stand up and say, "If we attain a ship, I will come find you to crew, as per our agreement."
Thank you. I'll stop putting out a word if need be when the time comes. I hope I will see you again.
She nods and goes to leave, and then turns back around and says, "Do you know a black dragonborn?"
I know there is one. Works down in the docks. Yeah, Asphalt, yeah.
Thank you. I have a friend who was asking of a black dragonborn. I will let her know. And then I leave.
No problem. So yeah, we'll reconvene later on with a little bit of time when Zisa makes her way back to the rest of you as that kind of group will go on. Would you guys have been setting out straight away, or would you guys have waited for Frida and Blythe to return? I suppose will be the question.
I would have pushed away.
Well,
that would have been up to... Sorry, go ahead.
Frida did say that you should do whatever you want to do. She's just going to go ask some questions.
Yeah, you did say we'd catch up.
Harolf would have asked, or Caesar would have asked Harolf what he would want to do and then support that, basically.
Yeah, fair enough on that one. But basically, Harolf is of the opinion of trying to find out more about the captains or finding out about this person and the pre-owned boat would be the best way of putting it. So he is happy with either.
Zesa would be fine with doing some information gathering.
Okay, fair enough. Right. So as thoughts go, then, guys, what are you guys thinking of going to attempt to try and figure some of this stuff out? What do you want to achieve? You do know the shipbuilders exists. Obviously, you've been over there before. You certainly know about that. Obviously, there are other places you haven't been. There is other places on the map you could go. You do know there's the encampment on the outskirts of town that you know that some people, homeless people, ran off to previously in the day before when they were confronted by others. You know some of that's also true. But yeah, how do you want to play this, or do you want to just try and wait through to the festival and try and find some rumors out at the pubs or something around the shop areas? Any of those things are possible.
Frida would definitely want to go to the he would have at breakfast probably not eaten anything himself, but will have tried to subtly take things from the table and just kind of put in pockets, and then similar, and just trying to like just keep it subtly to him before he goes.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, it's all the stuff that's paid for. It's not a problem on that front for you to be pocketing stuff as in that front.
Yeah.
So there's no problem with any of that. Do you voice this with the rest? That maybe we're trying to have a go out towards the encampments first, or?
No, because Hoda didn't really like everyone's response to the homeless person being mistreated, so he would probably say,
maybe if we split up to get information, we'll do things a bit more quickly. I'll head to the encampment by myself. You guys do whatever you think is best.
No problem. So yeah, we can have that start to play out as we'll sort of have a scene with Hodor for a bit as we'll go for that then. So yeah, Hodor, you do make your way over to the encampment on the other side. Let's move our other players off for a moment and make this a little more thing. Easily enough, you take the boat across the waters and make your way over towards the tents and the encampments. That's not a problem on that front. When you sort of do move closer to what is kind of going on over here, there seems to be a community of multicolored canvas tents that sort of sit on the edge of the town. There are numerous fire pits skewered with rabbits and a few birds and bits that are cooking, all looking a bit mangy, but there certainly is a bit of food around. There are dozens of men and women milling about near the fires. A mixture of half-orcs, dragonborn, tieflings, everything you can think of. A very intermixed is the best way of putting it. There appears to be an angry halfling woman. Seems to be standing with her back to you near the fire as you're making your way close. And she's yelling at a couple of the other guys, and she's going, "That salt-crusted dwarf." She says, "Don't cut down the precious trees. Don't build homes. Don't. She's insufferable, and she must..." And her words trail off as she sort of spots you sort of making your way sort of closer as this is all going on. She turns a odd shade of purple, and as she seems to be feels caught as she's talking, and she begins to stomp off towards some of the tents nearby, and is sort of moving away from you.
Hoda will he won't like call out in the sense of like, "I'll come back" kind of thing, but he will just say,
Voice your opinion all you want. I don't judge you for it. Down with the 1%, I say.
And then he's gonna kind of walk towards the group.
Fair enough. Yeah, she sort of stops herself in the as she was walking. She overhears on that one, and she sort of looks around and she says, "You new here too, then? Were you come in? You come in recent?"
Very recent, only the other day. Me and my travelling party are trying to make a ship up. I was going to set aflame.
Well, good luck with that. You got plenty of money?
Absolutely not.
Well, yeah, that seems to be the way of things around here anyway. They don't let us cut down enough trees to be making any more boats, and most of us here are running low on everything else. This blasted winter won't go away. Life's gotten very hard around here.
Always the people with houses telling you can't build more houses, they don't understand.
Yeah, we've been out here for one whole season now, and no, we've not been any closer to being allowed to build some more places. We have to stay in these blasted tents.
Well, I know it's not much, and he's gonna pull out the food that he managed to nick, and he'll be like,
Just maybe give them to your ill elderly children, whoever you think needs it best.
Aye, thank you. And yeah, she'll sort of take that on that one, and she will pass out. There are still several little halfling children around, and she will start handing out some of these bits as this is going on. And she says, "Thank you. Strangers are not usually so kind, but thanks, I guess."
Usually I find strangers to be the kindest. The people that know you don't always necessarily want to be the nicest.
Well, if you need anything and we can be of any help, we don't have much, but yeah, let us know. Maybe we can be of use to each other. Everyone around these places has it hard, and yeah, you're obviously not so bad.
Well, do you have any information about the area? Anything about any of the captains that keep trying to settle here? We're trying to work out who's best to deal with for finding a ship and a crew.
Yeah, I know a few things about some of them. I know, I heard one of the other captains at one point was talking about the captain of the Raven ship, Had, I think his name is. Said he was a terrible leader, not very smart. And funny enough, didn't say it to his face, though, from what I heard. But yeah, he's not supposed to be the brightest of the bunch. His ship is the ship of the Vipers. Yeah, not the smartest bunch. One of the bunch.
Well, that'll be helpful. Maybe his crew aren't working for an idiot anymore. You know?
Yeah, well, if you end up needing crew or anything, some of us are strong and yeah, not too far down. We'd make good raiders if there was the time.
Oh, thank you. That would be wonderful. I will have to check with my captain, of course, but I'm sure he won't say no to hard workers such as yourself.
Aye, there's definitely hard workers amongst us. Name's Toki.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I'm not good with social interactions usually, so I forget about the whole introducing myself.
Oh, well. Offering up food was a damn good start. And yeah, so yes, we will leave that one there, and we will catch up with the rest of them. So the rest of the party here, what you guys? What's your plans here? What to try and figure things out? Where do you want to go, or what do you want to do to try and move away from the eye of the storm?
We would just be slowly making our way back.
Yes, that will be that will definitely be true, Frida. As we will see how close you guys get to being back, but they've been slow off the mark, so I think you will be along.
I imagine Frida's hobbling and Blythe is like carrying her on one shoulder.
Yes, there's probably been a bit of that.
Yeah, Blythe's like completely fine.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think we should just like get like an overview about like all the captains and what their potential weak points are, right? So
you're gonna go round the town, general rumor mongering, I suppose might be the best way of putting it. Trying to hit up people for information.
I guess, yeah.
Fair enough. No, that certainly would be doable. I will take a group investigation check, I think, in this case, and see what the number is and see how well you do on finding rumors as a group.
It would be Rauda, Zisa, and
Yeah, Zisa's pretty okay.
Yeah. Zisa, Rauda, and Baldur in this case. Let's have a group check. Rauda bringing the number down.
Oh no!
Oh. Rauda's very hungover.
Fair enough. So yeah, as the I think a period of time will go by of you guys making your way around town slowly but surely, asking questions, not making a lot of headway, and I think that will actually be the give the time for Fridor and Hodor and the rest to start to all sort of come back to the area.
I think Baldur like saw Zisa leave with the tiefling the other night, and like he feels very awkward about it, and because of that he doesn't quite.
Oh, no. Sorry, Jamie, can you mute?
Jamie, we can hear you, bud.
Sorry, I thought I was muted. I was just chilling, talking to them about bloody Robux.
There you go. There you go. So yes, so Baldur, what were you asking now?
No, Baldur would just feel very awkward because he saw Zisa leave with the tiefling the other night, and
return,
and that would be like occupying his mind, so that's why he would be less than stellar in gathering information.
Fair enough.
What's funny is that Zisa will say roll the natural 1 because of her being away with the tiefling, but not for the reasons that Baldur thinks. But she is preoccupied.
Right, thinking on these other things. As Hodor returns and looking worse for wear, Frida and
more than worse for wear.
And Blythe return to the group as time is going on.
What happened to you?
Well, we found the Black Dragonborn. He was not very hospitable to start with, but I think he saw that we were a bit more relentless than he had time for, I guess. And yes, so I got the information I need. I just need an hour or two to go sit down, I think.
We can also take you to the tiefling. She has healing abilities she spoke of to me this morning. She may give you aid.
Yes, I'm sure she did.
She did. That's why I said she did.
Baldur, did you give Harolf the money that you got from those pearls that you found?
Of course, I am a righteous and honorable man. Of course I did.
We've got a bit of gold now anyway. That'll help.
That's good of you, Baldur. I'm sure that you would have done that if we didn't catch you selling them. I'll be in the inn for a little while. I'll come join you after about an hour or so. I need to just patch up my wounds and maybe have some mead or something.
And Blythe, what of you? Did you run from the fray? Is that why you were unscathed?
The fray was just not very challenging.
I see. Frida just did poorly.
Seemed like it.
He was a ranged help, let's put it that way. He was not very helpful up front.
I am just as capable up front as I am behind.
Oh.
That's a keeper.
Okay. some nights it becomes a thing.
Look, it just happens. I can't stop it, James. It just is what it is.
That's D&D for you. That's absolutely true.
Okay. Cocks her head to the side and says, Hodor went off by himself. Do you think maybe he could be in danger too? He is not new to combat as you.
I absolutely think that could be a possibility.
We'll see in due time. If he comes back, then good on him.
Harolf, do you agree? Should we leave Hodor to his own devices, or should we go see if he's well?
Oh, yeah, we could find him and see what he's doing. It's been a while.
Frida, will you be joining us, or will you go to the inn?
If you are staying close to around the inn, then I'll go to the inn just to patch up my wounds and just to tend to my all of these gashes in my body. It's not very pleasant at the moment.
So I believe that we are going to the tent city outside of nowhere, which is on the other side of the river. So we would have to leave you in the eye of the storm, or I can stay with you. I do know a little bit of medicine, while Hrolf, if you want to take the others.
Sure, we can go figure things out. We've got a few hours till the actual festival anyway. We're not having much luck around here anyway. The dice rolls have been terrible as that's going on. So yeah, I think as the guys make their way over to the water's edge, what we actually see is a boat is literally on its way back with Hodor actually as he is making his way back across. So yeah, that'll bring you guys back into the fold and get us into the right spot. And yeah, Frida, you can definitely have a bit of that as this is going on.
I thought that was to attack.
No.
So Hoda
No.
just dunk.
And I think we will have one last scene for the evening on this one to get us into the right sort of start point as this is going on. But over the next couple of hours, it happens gradually over time. One or two carousing drinkers stumble from the eye of the storm and into the street. Then more and more townsfolk begin to gather, some emerging from the docks and other buildings running along the river. Torches are dropped into the sconces up and down the waterfront. There starts to be music of harps and lyres that fill the air, mostly performed by several smiling, grim faces. A procession of priests and worshippers from the Great Hall, arms lifted overhead, carrying a costume of a giant bright green and yellow tusked serpent for the festival is sort of brought out, and they start to weave their way through the streets of the celebrators as this is going on. This is all in the belief of the raiders' belief of the great serpent that carved its path through the Serpent Sea that now the sea flows through. But the party does begin, and it becomes very clear fairly quickly that there are three main groups that start to collect together on the water's edge, and it becomes obvious to you a few things. There is one captain, a Captain Had is definitely one guy that is sort of being praised by a group of his men. There is drinking going on one side with him. On the other side, there is Scooty and his crew. They seem to be a bit more reserved than some of the others, but they are definitely starting to come together and drink and gather as this is going on. And then a third group, mostly made of gnomish folks. There is a female, oddly bearded woman that seems to be the captain of that group, called Lurks. And yes, these three captains are definitely starting to show themselves amongst this group of things here. And yeah, basically we will, I think from this way, we will catch up next time of actually dealing with the captains and how that's going to actually play out. As I think we need some energy for next time.
I knocked the guy that I knocked unconscious was her.
One of her men, yes, yeah, on that one.
I'll say go with her. She looks like fun. Let's go with. Let's.
I want to see her when I grow up. Look at her; she's amazing.
Fair enough.
The first guy was the tempered one, right?
The first guy was the one with the temper who had inherited his ship from his parents.
Correct.
And who's supposedly an idiot.
We gotta fight him.
Fair enough. Yeah. So you've got a bit of knowledge on that one. You know the more honourable man, which would be Scooty and his crew, and obviously Lurks and her crew have had run-ins with Baldur on that one. But yeah, we will actually we will come back to how we're going to deal with this next time. Are you going to challenge them in fights, or are we going into drinking games and other bits and bobs in competition? All these options will be available. But yeah, we'll call it there for tonight, and we will reconvene next time. So we'll go for there, and I'll end the stream.
Fun, yeah.